Americans make a judgment about the person they meet based not only on his or her language and behavior, but also on such details as facial expressions and a perceived warmth. To ensure a first meeting with an American business person goes well, here are some basics to keep in mind. Remembering names. An old proverb says, "The sweetest sound to the human ear is that of one's own name." If you are able to recall a name later in the conversation or in future meetings, you signal to the other person that you value knowing him or her and have made the effort to remember his or her name. For this purpose, insert the name in the conversation several times before saying goodbye. For example, "How long have you lived in Hong Kong, Rebecca?" Making a comment, for example, "Wow, Doug, that's a great tie. Did you find it here in the city?" If the person comes from a different background, the name may be unusual to you. If you don't understand the name upon introduction, immediately ask for help, since repetition is crucial. "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say that name again?" If you don't catch it a second time, apologize for not hearing it and ask the person to maybe spell it. This may lead to an interesting conversation about the person's name and background. For example, "I've never heard the name Headbloom before. Is it common in the United States?" Saying goodbye. Farewells provide one last chance to practice a new person's name. Be sure to include it. For example, "It was nice to meet you, Samuel. I look forward to seeing you again soon." If there was something particularly interesting in the conversation, you may close with this: "Sarah, I look forward to continuing our conversation about, say, World Cup soccer." Or, "I enjoyed hearing your thoughts on, say, student scholarships." Americans may not shake hands on subsequent greeting, especially if they meet each other fairly often. However, it's appropriate to shake hands in farewell after the first meeting. If the conversation has gone particularly well, or a special warmth was felt, the handshakes may be accompanied by one or two pats of the left palm on the person's shoulder or upper arm when saying goodbye. If you feel a particular closeness to the other person after this conversation, the double-handed handshake can also communicate special warmth. So there you have it. 7 tips on making a good first impression. If you have other questions on interacting with Americans, send them to us via our website, Facebook, or Twitter. Who knows? Maybe we will feature your question in a future segment. Take care now.